Dude, that's so sad. They had to put him behind a fucking shield like every time now. You guys, I'm getting kind of nervous, man.
Good evening, America. If you think that was easy, it wasn't. And I want to thank everybody because they did the right thing. They saw lightning, and I said, there's no way if we have to speak in front of one person at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be here. There's no way we can be deterred. And they estimated they had 375,000 people before. Everybody had to leave. And they now have 150,000 people. It's the craziest thing anyone's ever seen. At least. And I want to just thank you, and I feel so badly about some people. They left it, they couldn't get back. But you're very special people, and we have a very special country. Thank you very much. Tonight we come together for one of the most joyous and glorious milestones of all time, and you know what that is, 250, the 250th anniversary, and I do have to say
huge.
this.
You only get
one of my very brilliant people backstage
one or
said,
two of these in your life.
So we can do it maybe next week. I said, it doesn't work next week. This is the big day. We want July 4th. We're not looking for July something else. Because this is the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Nothing like it. For 2.5 centuries, our American republic has stood as the crowning achievement of human history. This country
what I meant is
home of freedom. This is the land of
what do you
liberty,
call it? Bicentennial.
And this is a flag.
Bicentennial is every 50 years.
Banner of the most extraordinary, most exceptional, most incredible nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And we're doing better now than we've ever done before. No people have done more good, shown more courage, made more progress, righted more injustice, or achieved more greatness than you, the American people. For 250 years, the United States of America has been the hope, the promise, the light, and the glory among all of the nations of the world. All over the world, they try and be like us. Nobody can be like us, and with God's
Isn't it
help,
bi if it's too...
we will always be
like,
this or even better.
Those things are always freaking confusing, man. Like bi-weekly, is that like...
Better.
Is that twice a week or every 2 weeks?
Here on our National Mall, we're celebrating freedom's triumph over tyranny, liberty's conquest over oppression, and the enduring victory of the American spirit from the July 4th, 1776 to July 4th, 2026. Big dates. That's big dates. Two big ones. And tonight our country is stronger, freer, richer, safer, and prouder than ever before. But it all started with the miracle of history that lives forever in the heart of every single patriot. Our founding fathers summoned the courage of giants and the wisdom of centuries to boldly proclaim these timeless truths. They declared that all men are created equal, that they are endowed with sacred,
you hear that, leftist? You hear that shit?
rights by the hand of our
Creator. Take some fucking notes, you know? Commies, take some notes.
And that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In signing their names to the roster of freedom, those 56 patriots put everything at risk stepped onto the stage of destiny and seized a victory for the ages, and that's what it was. And this is an evening for the ages, I believe. This is something very special. This is bigger than if we didn't have the lightning blaring. We had lightning blaring, but this is bigger. Little more inconvenient, but it's bigger. I think in its own way, it's more beautiful. From the beginning, we were a nation that lived by the motto, victory or death, and live free or die. 1 out of every 100 Americans gave their lives in the fight for independence to remind us of who these heroes were and what they gave us. We are honored to have here tonight in the heart of our nation's capital one of the very first American flags ever to exist. Dating back to 1777,
Holy
it
crap.
bears the 13 stars and 13 stripes of the 13 states that declared independence on the 4th of July. There it is. This was the flag that flew victorious at Saratoga.
There it is.
And these are the real deals, too. These are the real flags. These are flags that have seen a lot. These were the stars and stripes that flew triumphant when the British waved the white flag of surrender at Yorktown. That was a big surrender. Nobody thought that was possible. They were
Big
the greatest
W.
power of the world, and they surrendered, and that was the beginning. Ever since, the entire world has been on notice that Americans will never let anyone take our freedom away. Won't happen. And all these talks from the communists, they haven't got a chance. Not even a chance. We don't want communists in our country.
True.
Never worked, and it never will work. Americans must never forget we are a historic and heroic people with a heroic spirit and a heroic purpose on this beautiful earth of ours. We are made of the courage and the fire and the flesh and the blood of the best and the bravest people this world has ever produced. We are the bravest and the best. Tonight we pledge allegiance to the flag they gave us, and we say, God bless the immortal patriots of 1776, and long live the cause of independence. May it reign forever and ever and ever. We will always be on top. We will never let our country fall. We will always be the best. Our founders not only won our liberty, they secured it with the most righteous political document ever conceived. It's called the Constitution of the United States. Very special. And it's because of their genius that we remain the finest people on the planet after 250 years. Unlike so many others in the world, in this country, we have freedom of speech.
Dude, I would have laughed if he said air conditioning, dude. I would have lost it. I thought he was going to say it.
Although I wasn't treated that well, but we won't get into that. And the right to keep and bear arms.
Oh, my God.
And for the almost 6 years that I was president, I guarded
what a legend, dude. I can't.
Second Amendment, and they didn't do a thing to it, and it was not easy. But we guard your Second Amendment. We guard it very, very strongly and cautiously.
Can we get more of it back?
Across the generations, Americans have fought, bled, and died, not just to secure those rights, but to expand them to citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. Because we are one people. We are one family. You showed that tonight with one flag. And as our Declaration of Independence tells us, we are all made in the image of one Almighty God. And a communist will never say that. That's for sure.
The communists right now, like,
what
did
more
he
than
say?
William Carney,
Oh,
who escaped slavery to become a Union soldier in the Civil War, which was a very big deal at the time. On the front lines of battle, he saw a comrade struck down by enemy fire while carrying the Stars and Stripes, and Sergeant Carney dove to the ground to keep the flag from touching the mud. He didn't want to have it touch the ground. He didn't want to have it touch the mud. He wanted it to be perfect. He raised it high above the field and was shot 4 times. They thought he was gone, but he kept moving forward. He loved our country. He loved our flag. Before he returned to camp and announced, "Boys, the old flag never touched the ground."
man.
And he became the first African American to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor, and he was
Fucking
the
legend.
first African American, and he was some man. They've written stories about him. He was something
Leftists
special.
in shambles hearing a story
With us
about an
tonight
African
to
American that
celebrate
loves
this
America.
Forward March of Freedom is another Medal of Honor
Seething right now,
recipient,
seething.
Colonel Paris Davis, whose courage won eternal glory in Vietnam. He helped lead a
Yeah,
surprise
liberals have no
attack
answer
on
for this.
100 enemy combatants. They said he was finished.
Holy
His
shit.
whole group was finished. And despite multiple life-threatening wounds, saved the lives of his fellow soldiers. And this evening he stands to salute the only flag of its kind, the one that was draped over the casket of President Abraham Lincoln in Independence Hall. Thank you very much. Great.
Man. You know what's hilarious too, by the way, is if you told them, like, how can they really hate black people if they have a black person on stage right now? They would tell you that that dude was a token. That's how racist they are. It's actually unreal.
He looks better than I do. He looks great, and he's brave. Because of heroes like these, our flag
Yeah, Biden was
will
saying
always be a symbol of liberty
True.
and justice for all.
True.
Colonel Davis,
He did
thank
say
you very
that.
much.
Crazy quote.
Great man. Great man. Thank you. Americans expanded the blessings of freedom, and we have never stopped expanding our ambitions and our dreams. We had the American dream. We never had the American dream, however, like we have it right now. The American dream is back, very strong, beautiful. You know, to get into our military now is tough. 2 years ago, we couldn't fill a job, and now it's overflowing. We have so many, setting records. We're setting records. It's actually hard to get in. That includes our great police forces and our firemen. They couldn't hire anybody. Nobody wanted to do it. Now it's hard to get those positions, but it's really hard to get into our military because people respect and love our country again.
We'll get to all the notifications at the end of the speech, you guys. Thank you so much.
Our rise to being the world's strongest and most powerful nation was no accident of history. We rebuilt our military in my first term. We used it a little bit in our, actually I should say third term, but I won't do that because I don't want any controversy. But we use it, and we've had tremendous success. You look at Venezuela, you look at Iran, we wiped out their military. Americans crossed the Great Plains, scaled the Rockies, we just tamed the wilderness and conquered the frontier and built the empire. It's called the Empire of Liberty. We laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, those beautiful skyscrapers, and dug out the Panama Canal, considered the 8th wonder of the world, which everyone said was an impossible thing to do. And by the way, 38,000 Americans died to give us one of the greatest engineering feats of all time, the Panama Canal.
That's a lot of people, man.
This
Fuck.
was the unstoppable spirit that created the world's most powerful industries and built the strongest military anyone had ever seen. And today it is stronger and more powerful than it ever was before. American grit, boldness, and daring forged heroes like Davy Crockett, Wyatt Earp, Annie Oakley, Teddy Roosevelt, and the legend of the Wild West, Buffalo Bill Cody. These were great, powerful people whose incredible grandchildren happen to be with us tonight. And they stand alongside one of the first American flags ever to fly over our expanding nation. It was carried west just as Lewis and Clark began their journey in 1803. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Great to have you. Great to have you, to honor this audacious and indomitable soul of America. We also have the first flag ever to fly over one of the greatest architectural feats of all time, a thing called the Brooklyn Bridge, one of the most beautiful bridges anywhere in the world, built a long time ago. To its right, the banner that flew atop our flagship after America's Navy sank the Spanish fleet to the bottom of the Manila Bay, one of the greatest naval victories in history. Much like our recent victory by sinking the entire Iranian Navy, 159 ships, to the bottom of the sea.
Dude,
all
the
done in
kids
just
died to America's
a moment's
birthday? I
time.
want
Happened very
that. Can I get
quickly.
that? Can we read that on
We have the
stream?
greatest military anywhere in the world. And next to it, we also have the flag that was given to that immortal, just a fantastic, immortal Rough Rider, the one and only. And I was at the museum the other day at its opening. Theodore Roosevelt, when he returned triumphant from Cuba, printed with the words, "Welcome home, Colonel Roosevelt." He was a victor of San Juan Hill. He was a great gentleman. Americans won the West and built the modern world because America is a nation of winners. And today our country is winning again, and we're winning like never before. America is back, and we want to keep America great, and we will do so by approving the Save America Act, which means all voters must show voter ID. All voters.
How is that not? How's that? I still don't understand how that's not
voters
default.
must provide a little thing called proof of citizenship. And there will be no mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military deployment, or travel. And you won't have cheating on the elections anymore. It's very simple. Together, we are also reasserting the truth that American strength and power is not something to be ashamed of. It is something that we are very, very proud of. This country has been the greatest force for peace and justice on earth. In the last century, we defeated tyrants, demolished evil, and saved freedom again and again and again. Ken Schubring was 19 years old when he survived the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
Damn.
After enemy planes sank ships like the USS Arizona, he resolved that he would help America strike back and win. He wanted them to strike back and win. Flying B-29s in the Pacific, Ken fought from the first day to the very last. He was in the war right from the first day, and he went to the last day and all the way to the enemy's unconditional surrender. We got an unconditional surrender. He was there. At 104 years old and looking really good, Captain Schubring is here tonight, and he is saluting the flag that went down with the Arizona at Pearl Harbor, but was raised back up with the help of some unbelievable American patriots. It's a symbol
dude.
of American
They're getting really
defiance.
old, man. They're
Please.
getting really old.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Captain. Great job. Thank you very much. You have very good genes. That's his son. His son's going to be around a long time. Thank you very much, Captain. On D-Day in World War II, Navy Lieutenant Arthur Rose commanded 36 landing craft as part of the largest naval armada in history. Recalling that sight, he wrote home to his parents, "What a country we are." At 107 years old, Lieutenant Rose is here to salute one of our nation's most prized possessions, the flag that flew aboard the first landing craft on D-Day and led the first Americans onto the beaches of Normandy to liberate Europe and defeat Nazi fascism forever.
Man. He looks strong, honestly. He looks pretty strong for his age. That's crazy. Yeah. Solid, yeah, for 107.
Lieutenant Rose, you are an inspiration to this beautiful crowd, and we thank you very much. Amazing man. 107. It's 107. On Iwo Jima in the Pacific, the Marines faced some of the most brutal combat in the history of
warfare. Do you ever wonder what those really old people think?
They shed their blood for every inch of mountain that they reached.
Like you were around since like the beginning of last century.
It was so special to everybody there. Everybody there and everybody watching. They couldn't believe it. It wasn't supposed to happen. With us today is one of the last survivors of that
all
battle.
All these like shenanigans, you know, you see it now. Like, how do you, what do you think, man?
He's here to salute that famous flag he saw rise in the glory of.
Oh my goodness!
Iwo Jima, 81 years ago.
You
You've all seen that flag many times.
Freaking the beaches of D-Day, and we're losing. We're being attacked internally by people that hate America. Like unreal. Like what the fuck? You're like, what the hell, right?
So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the fighters and the banners of the greatest generation. They are the greatest generation. I hate to admit that, but they are. They saved the world and they made America very, very proud. We're very proud of you, heroes all. And after we vanquished fascism, Americans stood against the evil of communism in the Cold War. And as I said last night at the beautiful Mount Rushmore, what a beautiful place, where Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt loomed over my shoulder as I spoke, America will never be a communist country. Won't happen.
I hope so.
Communism is a loser, and it always will be.
You communists are losers.
Is the opposite of the American system, and the communist system has never worked. Our warriors did not fight communism on battlefields across the world, only to have that menace rear its ugly head right back here in America. We're not going to let it happen.
Man.
We like to stop a threat like that immediately and before it begins. It's like a cancer. You got to cut it out. You got to cut it out.
True.
Fast. Tonight we proudly thank veterans of the war on communism, including Marine Corporal Pat Finn and Private First Class Rudy Meekins, who fought at the famed Battle of Chosin Reservoir in Korea. That was a rough one. Thank you. Pat fought in hand-to-hand combat with the enemy.
You think he knows the horse?
He had 5 against him, and he was
You think he knows Reckless?
And as you can see, he's around to talk about it. And Rudy was wounded 4 times, but never stopped shooting, and he never stopped moving forward. And also with us is veteran Sonny Ray, who fought heroically against an enemy force 10 times his unit size, and earned a tremendously deserved Silver Star.
Damn.
Tonight they salute one of the very first 50-star flags to fly above the field of battle. This was about the beginning of the 50. And right next to it is one of the last flags from Checkpoint Charlie, very famous place on the Berlin Wall, where American freedom finally brought communism crashing down to an end. Thank you so much. You are really very special. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Stars and Stripes cast the hammer and sickle into oblivion before, and we will do it again if necessary. I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think people have learned. They've learned what to do and how to handle it, and we're going to handle it very well. So, gentlemen, I want to thank you very much. You're amazing people, amazing men. Thank you. How about that, huh? Isn't that great? What an honor it is to be with them. Think of it, 107. That's up there, but hopefully he's got 20 good years left. Through the generations, Americans have never stopped striving to lift humanity to new heights. In 1903, the Wright brothers from Ohio fulfilled the age-old dream of mankind to fly. That's right, they're from Ohio, great state. And within 66 years of inventing the airplane, Americans planted our flag on the moon. Just 3 months ago, we sent American astronauts back to the far side of the moon, and this time they flew further from Earth than anyone has ever flown before.
Damn.
And here they are.
Till we get to Mars.
So tonight we're joined by that crew of NASA Artemis, you know the crew, everybody. Artemis 2, and everybody watched. Isn't that amazing? And they became very famous.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Everybody watched. I was watching. I don't know what it was. That one got the attention of everybody.
Live streaming
along
from
with
space.
The last man to walk on the moon.
Insane.
Apollo 17 astronaut Jack Schmidt. Thank you, Jack. You look like you could be with them, Jack. You look very good. You look very good, Jack. Thank you very much. What a job. Everybody was watching. I was with a group of people that normally wouldn't be watching, and we're having a big dinner, and they all said, we want to turn on, we want to watch Artemis 2. A lot of people said, what is that? By the end of the evening, they knew. It was amazing. And along with Jared, where is Jared? He's so great. He's running NASA. What a job he's done. So I want to thank you all. Thank you very much. Great job. So these champions of flight stand this evening beside the flag flown on the Wright brothers airplane, piloted by Orville Wright. It's the exact flag, very historic, and they are honored to be here. They told me today they were really amazed to be here with that flag. That's a very special flag if you're in the world of flying aircraft. So congratulations to everybody. Fantastic job. Very proud of you. And I have a special gift for these patriots. This morning on America's 250th birthday, a new flag was flown above the United States Capitol. And tonight I present it to you to soon be planted by American astronauts on their upcoming return to the moon. And in addition to that, I gave them and all of the great heroes that you saw up on stage tonight and a few others that couldn't quite make the stage, I gave them a very special medal from the White House, so it's an honor. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it.
Wow.
So then I assume you're going to be heading to Mars, right? We're going to be going to Mars very soon. And I think
about
that's something
time.
that
Let's
we
go.
do have in mind, and we're going to do the moon, and we're going to go from there. We're going to go to Mars.
I can't wait, dude.
Continue to be way ahead.
That mission's going to be so hype.
We did Space Force. That was something I was very proud of, and some people smiled. They thought it was foolish, and now they're finding it's one of the most important things that we've done. We were
You gotta be like an idiot to like
China
not see the
and to
utility
Russia in
of
space,
having
and
that.
now we're leading them by giant steps, and it's a great thing. And it's people like that really, like you, that made it happen. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, Jeff. So as we celebrate America's unmatched achievements and unlimited potential, we never forget that none of this would have been possible without those who gave everything so that we could reach this 250th year of freedom. We are honored to be joined by 11 Gold Star family members. The Gold Star family, that is one of the great tributes. It's one of the great honors, a tough honor. There's nothing tougher than that. But these are amazing people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Come on up. They went through a lot. Thank you very much. And that special person is looking up there and looking down at mom and dad, husband, wife, but they're looking down with great pride. You know that. You know that. And we want to thank you for being here. Thank you very much. And we have medals for you backstage. I brought them. I thought I'd be handing them out about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. But we're going to be backstage, and we have beautiful medals for you, for your family, from the White House. Thank you very much, everybody. We love you. On this special 4th of July, we give you our undying gratitude and promise to redeem the sacrifice of your heroes by preserving the America that they loved. They loved our country. They sacrificed it all. And these people have sacrificed it all. They've been through hell. We love you. Thank you very much. Thank you. From 1776 to
Did you
today,
see some of them don't look happy to be up there? They're literally remembering like their family members that died. What are you talking about,
because
bro?
that is who Americans are. In 1944, a mother and her daughter huddled in their house in Nazi-occupied Belgium and prayed desperately for their country to be freed. They wanted freed. As they waited, they found scraps of fabric and stitched together a homemade American flag. It's beautiful, but homemade. On the day they were finally liberated, and that's what the word is, liberated, they gave it to an American soldier as a gift. Little did they know that that soldier's great-grandfather was none other than the author of our Star-Spangled Banner, Francis Scott Key. And tonight, the next generation of the Key family is with us. Thank you very much. Please. Thank you. Major Kyle Key has spent 23 years in the U.S. Army.
Dang.
Highly respected. And this evening, he proudly salutes the old flag that was made by the Belgian woman so beautifully, and who knew that America means hope and freedom. Congratulations, and thank you for being here very much. And in conclusion, from a declaration in Philadelphia to victory at Yorktown, from the bustling factories of the heartland to the towering snow-capped summits of Alaska, from the endless frontier of the open Wild West to the magnificent sand dunes at Kitty Hawk, from the glimmering skyline of Manhattan to the far side of the moon, you just saw that, and from the now safe and beautiful capital of Washington. Think of it, Washington, D.C., our capital. Our capital is now safe, gleaming, and beautiful again. It's safe again. Went from a very unsafe place 2 years ago to one of the safest cities in the country, and one of the most beautiful. To the gleaming waters of the Gulf of America.
I love how he brings it up like every
There's
time.
no challenge
So peak.
Americans cannot overcome. There is no place
It's so
we
peak.
cannot go. There is no goal we cannot reach, and there's nothing that Americans cannot do, and we're proving that right now. Our stock market is the strongest it's ever been.
Well, how are my stocks going? How are they doing?
Being invested in our country, which is 6 times more. Let me check, guys. I'm checking my stocks right now. Before. We're building more factories in the United States than ever before. Everyone's 401ks are at the highest number they've ever been.
Is that right,
and
Trump? I'm checking right now.
More people are working today in the United States than any time in the history of our country. But in this country, we can achieve the wildest and most impossible dreams.
Plus 1,000,
all right. No dream in history is bigger or more incredible.
I'll take it.
Than the one that started on July 4th, 1776. The war for independence was launched by Minutemen, farmers, blacksmiths, tradesmen, who took up their muskets against the mightiest army on earth, the most powerful army.
I should have sold like my SpaceX stocks like a couple weeks ago, man. It would have been crazy.
Made them do it. They fought because they knew that a free people must have a free country. Over 250 years, the world has seen the great empires, vast kingdoms, mighty nations.
Dude, I bought some
and terrible tyrants. They came and they went.
Did you guys know I literally own? I literally partially own Uma Musume.
Stands tall and strong, and we love each other. That show tonight. You heard it was over, and what happened? You came back.
Oh, guys, I made $178 off of Uma Musume.
And this American flag still waves proud and free.
Let's go, fucking horses.
We have thrived and flourished because our founders were great.
How? I have stock in Psy Games.
Our people are brave, our culture is exceptional, and our destiny is written by God.
I love Psy Games.
And as we can see here tonight, after 250 years, the spirit of 1776 still lives within us all. It still roars in the hearts of our nation's capital. It still burns in the heart of every patriot. Thunders through every city and town. How many shares of SpaceX do I have? Lights the entire world with the glow of American liberty. And there is nothing like
200.
That. At 250 years old, we may be the oldest constitutional republic on earth, but our country is just getting started because the best is yet to come.
You know what? You're right. It should have been 250. True. Mistake.
This is only the dawn of the golden age of America. And on this 250th 4th of July, we declare, just as they did 2.5 centuries ago.
It's just sitting there. I'm not like.
That for our country and for
I'm
our
not like
children,
gonna sell it, you know.
For the cause of liberty, we
it's
are
like
going
for the future.
To take
I'm not
our
really
country
thinking
to new
about
levels, to levels not reached.
I'm just memeing basically. I don't really look at the stocks.
Better, stronger, and we're going to love it even more. And I just want to thank you. And the inconvenience of lightning can do that, but lightning will never stop.
Buy one, get one free. Ivermectin.
We love you all, and it's an honor
and
to be your president.
hydroxychloroquine.
Thank you. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you.
I'm gonna miss Donald Trump, man. I'm gonna miss him. Vibe trading? No, I'm not vibe trading. You just put your money in something that you kind of like. You just leave it there.
Fireworks display tonight, and I'm gonna be watching it with you. It's gonna start very quickly. So thank you very much. You're gonna really like this. Thank you very much.